you ever visit any hotel like a five-star hotel or five-star hotel? Any?
My actually own family owns a hotel. We have a hotel. I'm from a business family, and we
Okay,
have our own hotel. So yeah, we have, right.
amazing, ma'am.
Yeah, a person has to start somewhere. Okay, I cannot. My father, right? He started with a pan thela, and now he has a hotel. So a person needs to start somewhere. You cannot really jump onto the highest position. Everybody starts somewhere. If my father had thought 20 years ago, why should I start a pan thela? It would be really bad for my reputation. He would not be here right now.
Okay, but
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good.
All right, Mr. Parvinder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hi. I believe that we are meeting for the very first time.
Yes, ma'am. We are meeting first time.
Yeah, hi. So I think I would start with a very brief introduction of mine. So, hi, my name is Divya Manglani, and you may address me as Divya. I have been working as a communication coach for around 5 years now, and I have expertise in business English, conversational English, as well as IELTS training. I'm from Chhattisgarh, the centralmost part of India. So, yeah, that's me, and I would
Okay.
love to hear a bit about you.
My name is Parvinder Kumar, as you can see here. I'm from Uttar Pradesh, but nowadays I'm living in Gurugram. Gurgaon.
I am living in, I live in Gurugram.
I live in Gurgaon.
Gurgaon. Okay. All
Gurgaon.
right. Great. And what do you do?
I'm a job holder.
Job holder. Okay.
Job holder person.
No, we don't say I'm a job holder. You can simply say that I work as a. We don't say
Okay.
job holder. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
So what
seen
do you
so
do?
many I have done my BHM Bachelor of Hotel Management. Now
Okay.
I'm doing a job in hotel line. Like
Okay.
I work in Hyatt Place in Gurgaon.
Yeah. All right. What's your job role?
I'm a housekeeper attendant.
Okay. That's amazing. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. So, Mr. Parvendra, may I know what kind of challenges you have with the language?
The number one is, ma'am, when I try to speak with someone, so now I'm talking with you, so that's fine. But when I try to in front of people, so at the time, lack of confidence and then my mind is blank and I'm not able to speak that particular, what I just want to share that things. This is I'm challenging a lot.
No, this is the
As you
challenge
know,
that I'm facing. This is the challenge, not
challenge
challenging. This is the challenge that I am facing.
fishing.
Facing.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
So
great.
yeah, I have already mentioned you I'm working in hotel. So in a hotel line there are
Not hotel,
so many
hotel. Hotel.
hotel.
Hotel. Yeah, hotel.
Okay, so okay, that's fine. Okay. So in a hotel there are so many guests coming out of country. They cannot be speaking Hindi, so they prefer to speak in
They
English.
cannot, no, they cannot be speak in Hindi is incorrect. They cannot speak in Hindi. They cannot speak in Hindi. B is not required. Okay. They cannot speak
Okay,
in Hindi. That's it. Yeah. So
that's
of course
fine.
you have to speak in English.
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay.
the fluencies matter, and they speak too fast, as
No,
well as
they
the
don't
accent.
speak fast. The accent is different. They don't speak fast. That's the natural pace.
But we are no
You might,
when they
yeah,
speak, but I'm not understanding. When now you are talking to me, that's fine. I can
because I'm
understand.
an
I can.
Indian, right? I'm an Indian. They are not Indians. Indian, there are different types of accents. I am an Indian, and we have the same accent, but they are from different countries, and the accents are different. So it's obvious that you would not be able to understand what they are trying to convey because they belong to a different country, and the accent is different.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. When it comes to you, so you can also understand. So why we cannot we understand?
Why can we not? Again, because I watch a lot of movies. I have been watching movies and series for a very long time. That means I think I was when I was in the 12th standard. Right now I am more than 10 years. I have been watching movies and series in the English accent for around 10 years now. That means I
Oh,
am
that's long
familiar with the
time.
accent. Yeah, I am familiar with with the different accents. And there are some accents which are very difficult to understand. Like Australian is a very difficult accent, or Scottish is a very different accent. You can still understand
Okay.
British and American because why British? Because we have acquired
We,
this language from Britishers. So British is still easy. Okay. Even American you can understand, but if it comes to Scottish accent or Australian accent, it's quite challenging to understand. Okay, it's very challenging.
Okay.
And even in England, like when we talk about the British accent, there are different areas. Okay, like London, people living in London have a different accent. People living in England have a different accent. People living in Britain have a different accent. So there are different accents, which of course are going to be difficult if you've never spoken to a foreigner before, or if you don't have the practice of listening to them very often. So
Yeah, most
obviously,
yeah,
right?
when we okay, what I don't know what we are talking. Okay. Okay, I just want to talk more than more, but I don't know where we have to start, what I have to talk.
It's okay. We have a topic, right? For every single session, we have a topic, and that is basically what we talk about. So today we have a topic: the
Okay,
rhythm
ma'am,
of routine.
rhythm
Yeah,
of routine.
routine. See, on your screen, you would see this session notes. Session notes. Can you open that? It is a PDF.
Okay, just a second, ma'am.
Yeah. But did you
There
not?
is a
Were you not
section.
aware of it?
I don't know, ma'am. I'm new here,
It
so
it says, "Oh, is this your very first session?"
yeah, it's my second maybe. No,
Second.
yeah, second maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a demo session. I
Okay.
can see here is a chat
It says
box.
view notes, right? View notes. Beside chat box, there is this paper that you like, not paper. There's a symbol of a paper
Okay,
that you
okay,
would
I
see.
got it,
View
ma'am.
notes.
The rhythm of routines.
Yeah. So for every single session, we have a specific topic. Okay. That means
Okay,
you would be,
before, ma'am, right now, just you are talking to me right now, and
yeah.
before, I just want to know, like, I don't know any about that. So before, I just want to know, so that is available or not?
What is available or not?
Like, the topic is right now the
Yeah.
rhythm
When
of
when
routine.
you book a session, as soon as you book a session, you can access the notes. Okay, as soon
Okay,
as
so
you
I
book a,
can prepare
yeah,
that particular
absolutely.
things.
And you should, not just you can, you should prepare, you should come prepared. And it's not that you are bound to prepare the same topic. Let's say that you open the notes and you do not like the topic, or it's a topic that
Okay,
you're not interested in, you can inform the trainer and the trainer would change the topic according to your requirements. Okay, but for every single session you would
okay,
see a PDF like this.
okay, I got it.
Okay.
In after that, I'll try my best. But I'm not
Yeah.
interested that topic. So can we discuss another thing? Like,
Yeah, you can switch. You can definitely
okay,
switch the topics. If you're not interested in the topic in the PDF, you
so
can switch.
basically, I'm not able to understand, and I'm not able to speak that particular topic. So I don't think so. We have to
No,
start it.
speaking is important. No, speaking is important. Also, first, what is rhythm of routine? Rhythm of routine is simply your routine, day to day routine. That's it. Okay.
Okay,
Go
okay,
ahead,
I
scroll
understand.
the page. Scroll the page. You will see more activities. That is simply your
Okay,
routine. Rhythm of routine means,
where is my son? Okay,
okay, rhythm of routine simply refers
okay,
to the
your
day to
daily
day.
life, like
Yeah,
what you
daily
do
life,
in daily
daily
life.
routine, daily routine. Don't you worry, you're not going to get any difficult topic that you would not understand. And even if there is a topic, the trainer would explain it to you, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Okay,
And
now
if
I
you
got
don't
it.
like the topic, if you don't like the topic, you can always inform the same to the trainer and they would switch the topic up for you. All right.
Okay, that's fine to me, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
All
basic.
right.
I'll start because you have choose that topic, so I have to start. Okay, so
No, no.
basic.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. All right. Okay. What is rhythm of routine? What is rhythm of routine? Rhythm of routine simply means it's just a title, but people have different routines. Okay. It's like
Okay,
a music, basically the same notes, the same schedule, the same time. So it's like music. Just like in music, we have the same notes, we have the same keys. Similarly, the routine also has a rhythm. Some people follow the same rhythm, some people have a different rhythm. Okay. So let's talk about your routine. What does your routine look like, your day to day routine?
okay. Well, in the morning time, usually I get up early around 7 o'clock.
See, one
Use
second. We never start the sentence with the time. We always have to start the sentence with the subject. What is the subject? A subject
my.
means, yeah, the person that we are talking about. So right now you have to say I wake up or I get up in the morning at 7, not in the morning. In the morning should come in the end, in the at the end of the sentence. I get up early in the morning by 7 a.m. Okay,
I
I
get up
start the
early.
sentence with
Okay, I get up early in the morning, seven
by
o'clock.
like 7. By means
Appro-
approximately 7, by
Can we
7 a.m.
use around as well?
Yeah, we can
Around
use
seven
around
o'clock.
or by. Absolutely, you can.
I get up early in the morning, seven
In the
o'clock.
morning, yeah,
In
in
the
the morning,
morning, 7 o'clock,
around
and
7
I usually go for job, like in a job. My
not
job
job.
timing.
I go to work,
I go
okay,
to
and then I
work.
go to my workplace.
Okay, I go to my workplace, and there is a briefing timing as well as in a 8 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
I
8 a.m.
usually
Sorry.
we 8 a.m. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and around 10 o'clock we got a
Again, not around
tea.
10. We subject start the sentence with the subject. We
Okay,
we get a tea break
we
at around 10.
we
Yeah,
we get a tea break 10 o'clock.
at 10.
At
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 10.
10 o'clock,
Okay.
and after that we get a break 11
Hmm.
1 o'clock.
At
At
1
1 o'clock,
p.m. Hmm.
basically time is lunch break, like it's called lunch break. And around 6 o'clock, my job is complete, like I come back at my
Again,
home.
I come back at around 6. You have to start the sentence with the subject, okay? And then I get off work at 6 p.m. or I reach my home by 6 p.m. I start the sentence with I, not the time. I, the subject. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
The basic sentences in English start with the subject, then the verb, and then the object. Object means the time, the date, the day. It should come in the end. The sentence first should start with the subject, the person that we are talking about, the action, and then the time. Okay?
Okay, I got
All
it.
right. Very good.
Maybe I
Okay, and
have to
then,
work now tense.
of course,
uh,
tenses. The entire language is tenses because you're either talking about the
yeah,
past, the present, or the future.
when in childhood I used to learn sentence tense, but nowadays I didn't focus, I'm just
I
practice, so
don't
maybe
focus.
I don't focus.
Hmm.
But
You have to, no?
nowadays I'm focused on speaking.
I'm
Now
focusing
I'm focusing in speaking. I'm not
on
focusing
speaking.
on speaking.
Yeah.
That's
That is actually really good that you're focusing on speaking because if you want to become a good speaker, you need to speak. But if you do not know the right logic, then what you're gonna say is going to be wrong, right? No, you
yeah,
might
I
become
got it.
fluent. You might become fluent, you would be able to speak fluently, but whatever you would say would be wrong if you don't know the logic. Right? So grammar
No,
is important.
I have to make a route as well as like
Yeah,
what are the routes I
absolutely.
have to know. Again, I have
Only
to
five
read out.
lessons. Only 5 lessons. Articles. Okay, I'll write the lessons as well. You can do it by yourself. Articles.
Hmm.
Articles means usage of a and the articles. Okay.
Okay.
Second one is tenses, of course. Tenses, you can make mistakes with anything, but not tenses, because if you change the tense, the meaning would change. Okay.
Yes,
Third,
ma'am.
that you're making errors with prepositions by, on, in, to, at, from, above, below, beyond.
I never ever focus about like what I have to use in
So
whatever. There are
it changes
so
the meaning. It
yeah,
changes the meaning of what
yes,
you're saying.
ma'am.
Yeah, no,
Okay, I
it
have
would
to
change the
focus right
meaning.
now.
Absolutely.
Last season, the ma'am, I forget the name of the ma'am, but they also suggest to me you have to focus on prepositions because of
Yeah.
you made a lot of things, like
Hmm.
you have to use an so you
Right
are mixing out,
preposition. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Correct. See, prepositions, although they are very minor, they are just words, but they change the entire meaning of what you're saying. Okay, a single preposition. If you use by instead of to or to instead of by, the meaning changes completely. Okay,
Okay.
prepositions are very important in the English language. When you are learning a new language, you need to understand the important lessons. Okay, only then you can actually speak correctly. You need to understand what is the difference and how is it different. So you need to learn prepositions. Okay, next is subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. It would, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
subject verb agreement. Yes, I can hear you. And the last one is Model verbs. Do you know what model verbs are?
Yes, ma'am. May, might, can, should,
Hmm.
would.
Should, would. When do we use would?
Would, when we are talking about past.
No. Yeah, but would has more than one usages. One usage. So when, like, how do you use would when you're talking about the past?
I would, uh, I don't know.
Okay, would
uh,
would is used in the past when we talk about the past habits, the habits
okay,
that we had in the past.
we can also remove the would. We can use also use it, like used to. I used to wake up
Yes,
early. Like we
wake
can
up. I
also would.
used to wake up, or I would wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. when I was in
The
college.
meaning are same.
The meaning is the same. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. when I was in college, or I would wake up at 5 a.m. when I was in college. Both are fine. Okay.
Okay.
But the major usage of would is when we talk about hypothetical situations. Hypothetical means imaginary. Imaginary means something that is not real. When we desire something, desire.
Okay.
For example, I would I would visit Paris someday. This is not a real situation. No, I'm only expressing a desire, hypothetical situation. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I would visit Paris someday, or I would earn a lot of money. So it's not real. It's just imagining. I'm
Okay,
imagining something.
I
Yeah.
got it, ma'am.
We can't use will here. Will talks about the
So,
future, specific actions. So I cannot say I will earn a lot of money because it's not fixed, right? I might not. So would. Okay.
it might be or not. Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, how's the weather in Chandigarh? You are
I'm not from Chandigarh. I'm from Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh, yeah, the central-most part of India. It's quite hot as I guess Gurgaon or Delhi. So it's around
S-
40 degrees in the afternoon.
Same here, ma'am.
Yeah, I visited Delhi, I think last week. I was in Delhi last week.
So, have you? Okay,
Restaurants.
so you can understand. Actually, even nowadays I'm doing a job. Even I'm working in a, like housekeeping as a housekeeping attendant, but I have expend my money like from my father. Okay, I don't know what you can understand what I'm saying to you. uh, Even I didn't say my parents ki I'm doing this types of things like
Okay.
I'm a housekeeping attendant. I said I'm doing job in a front office department. I have
Mhm.
in front of me PC, laptop, and I'm doing like I
But
have a
there is
back
nothing,
office work.
there's nothing wrong even with housekeeping. No, like there is, I don't believe that when it comes to working, there is any sort of a job which is not important. Every job
Ma'am,
has its own
what will think
importance.
about my parents? What I'm doing when I'll
Yeah,
get a promotion,
exactly.
that will be fine. But because I belong to a like as a rural area, so what they will think? Yeah, you are doing you are scraping a WC. What kinds of you are making a bed? So they
It's
think about that.
Oh, see, okay, so
But
what happens at the hotel that we own? It's not, I wouldn't say it's a five-star hotel, but maybe a three-star hotel, right? Because I live in a
okay,
small town, so we don't really need a five-star hotel here. If let's say if the we have around 30 to 35 employees in the hotel, if the employees are not
okay,
there, who makes the bed? My brother or my family members. They would help in the hotel and make the bed, or do something, even cook in the kitchen when the employees
okay.
are not there. So why is it a bad thing? Like my so we had Holi, and all the employees were not there, but we had guests staying at the hotel. So my brother decided to cook food for them. So how is it a bad thing? Or he was the one
That's
making their bed or bringing the bottle, water
okay.
bottle.
It's
That's
your
not a
work,
bad
na?
thing.
Okay, this is your own hotel.
I still would
Okay,
not
but
mind. Even
okay,
if it,
the thing is that because I'm agree with that, but my parents what will think about? Yeah, we have spent 5 lakh, 6 lakh, and my son is doing this kinds of job, so they little bit
everybody has to
get
start
some.
somewhere, no? Everybody has to start somewhere. I come from a good family, like financially, but when I started working, when I was 19 years old, I was only earning 5,000 rupees. But I actually came from a really good background. I would spend 50,000 in a month, but I was earning 5,000 in that school. So a person needs to start
Okay,
somewhere,
that's
right?
now this is not right time. I'll get a promotion, when I'll get a manager position, so at the time I will share the things my parents. Okay, in the past I did this types of things, and now I'm doing this thing, so they will be get
Honestly,
happy.
that is just in your head. As long as a person is working hard, the job that they have, the kind of job, it does not
They are
matter.
getting it, but my parents are getting a happiness because of me. They think about my son is doing this kinds of job, and they are doing very relaxing job. When they will get, my son is doing very hard work, and they are getting every day pain in backbone. So they will think about na. So I don't want to what is called nervous to my
You don't want
parents.
to overwhelm your parents. I don't want to
Yes,
overwhelm my parents.
yes, ma'am. I don't have a particular meaning of that, so uh,
Overwhelm means getting anxious or restless or being a
yes,
little
yes, I got
upset,
it.
being a little upset about something. Okay. Or you can simply say, I do not want to upset my parents. Upset my parents. Right? It's okay. Again, see, as long as you're working, it's completely your decision. Not telling your parents. It's completely on you. But don't ever think that what you're doing is not important. Everybody has started somewhere. Okay, there is
Yes,
not a
I got
single
it, ma'am.
person in world who has just reached heights. Everybody starts somewhere. If you start thinking like that, then it's not really the right way to look at life. People have to start
Oh,
somewhere. Okay.
but
I told you, no,
this is
I
okay.
worked for 5,000 when I started, even though I had money in my house. My father used to give me a lot of pocket money, but I still started working as a school teacher. I used to handle small children. I did not even like children. Yet
Really?
I was,
You
no,
don't like
I
to chill?
no, because they are
Oh,
very difficult to handle. No, you need
yeah.
a lot
The
of
like,
patience with children.
yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, so I did not like it, but I was still doing it. I worked at that school for 2 years, and then when I realized that I was not really meant for it, I left that job. But if I had thought,
Okay.
oh, I already have so
To
much of
be
money in my family, why do I earn 5,000 rupees in a month? I would not be here today in front of you. So,
okay,
yeah,
I got it,
not
ma'am.
worth it.
To be honest, ma'am, this conversation is going on very fabulous, and yeah, last conversation not too good.
Why?
I was tired. I was tired. I was not able to talk
Think it.
properly and think.
Okay,
So, so
it's okay.
this
It's okay.
conversation is also good.
We all
Yeah,
have such
sometimes when we are tired, when we have something frustrated in my
going on,
mind,
going on in
something is
mind.
going on. So the things are not going to well.
The
We have to
attention
like
span. Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
The
it's
last
okay.
time I had work as well as my
Not
manager
a
pressures.
work, not a work, because work cannot be counted. So we don't use a with work. I had
Okay,
work. That's it, not
I
a work.
had work
Yeah.
because my manager gave me some tasks, so I had to
Tasks.
think about. Yes,
I had to think about
I
it.
had to think about.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Okay,
maybe this
so
conversation is
unfortunately, we don't have the time to move forward. Therefore, we're going to wind up, but let's talk about your feedback now. Okay, so Mr. Parvendra, you have to definitely start with your basics. Even though you are able to express yourself, but you are facing issues with the basic structuring of the sentences. That is something that you need to start with. Okay, which of
okay.
course it's not your fault. You probably did not have that English background education, right? So you
Yes,
might
ma'am.
have studied in a Hindi medium. So it's completely all right. It's not difficult. All you have to do is complete these 5 lessons. Okay. And you have to do it, revise it constantly. Every 15 days, every week, try to revise these 5 lessons. Okay. So
I will work on it, ma'am.
your homework for the next session is articles. I want you to come prepared with articles. I'll be asking a few questions. Okay.
Sure,
All
ma'am.
right. All right.
Thank you.
So that is my feedback. Do you have any questions before we wind up?
No, ma'am. I'll try my best, and I will work on my prepositions, conjunction as well as these are very important to me.
Yeah,
I made a lot of I made a lot of mistake,
it's
but
okay. You that is
I'll
what
try
you're
my
paying the
best.
money for, right? It's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It's completely fine. So what are you
You
going to
know,
do after the session?
uh, now I have to read a books,
A book. When you say
a
book,
book. See,
a book.
can
Atomic
you see?
Habits. Yeah, yeah, I can see the book. That's
I
nice.
have
Very good.
5 to 6 book. Okay,
Books.
now maybe time is going to up.
Yeah,
Maybe
very good, very
this.
good. Keep reading. It will help. Okay, great then.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for joining in. It was a pleasure
thank.
talking to you, and I hope to see you again soon. All the very best to
See
you.
you soon, ma'am. Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.